US-EU trade war. Washington has warned it is deeply disappointed with the EU image. Getty, Reuters. In a warning shot to Brussels, the US piled pressure on member states to settle the issue during the World Trade Organization's WTO monthly dispute settlement meeting, which considered 12 requests for adjudication over US tariffs and related retaliation. U.S. Ambassador Dennis Shea told the WTO's monthly dispute settlement meeting that Washington was deeply disappointed with the EU's stance. Mr. Shea, according to a leaked transcript, said, "We would encourage the European countries to consider carefully their broader economic, political, and security interests. The US and EU have been locked in a showdown over the tariffs, with Brussels saying the bloc would be willing to reduce car tariffs to zero if Washington does the same." But in September the U.S. rejected the idea as EU chiefs stressed profound disagreements on trade policy remained. Earlier this month, EU Trade Commissioner Cecilia Malmström warned U.S. tariffs on European cars could absolutely happen. The trade chief is due to meet with U.S. Trade Representative Robert Lighthizer in November in a bid to avoid escalating the trade war. She said the EU is drawing up retaliation plans, adding the bloc is ready to take measures. During the meeting, another U.S. official added the U.S. had held constructive discussions on the tariffs with Canada and Mexico. The official said, "The United States is hopeful these discussions may be concluded satisfactorily." U.S. Ambassador Dennis Shea said the U.S. encourages EU states to carefully consider their interests. Image, Reuters. Washington plans to slap tariffs on metal imports after U.S. President Donald Trump announced in March his proposals for import tariffs of 25% on steel and 10% on aluminum in an effort to protect American producers. The plot sparked global outcry in China, Norway, Russia and Turkey have asked the WTO to judge the legality of the U.S. tariffs. Washington claims the tariffs are based on national security and claims as a result the sanctions fall outside the WTO's jurisdiction. Mr. Shea said, "We will not allow China's party state to fatally undermine the U.S. steel and aluminium industries, on which the U.S. military, and by extension, global security, rely." National security claims were taboo for most of the WTO's 23-year history, because trade diplomats feared a domino effect as countries cited national security to get out of a wide range of obligations. But Shea suggested it would be even worse to try to challenge the U.S. national security claim. Mr. Shea said, "The United States wishes to be clear, if the WTO were to undertake to review an invocation of the national security exemption, this would undermine the legitimacy of the WTO's dispute settlement system and even the viability of the WTO as a whole."